Hi guys, and welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be kind of reviewing slash trying on the Primark Just Peachy eyeshadow palette and the Cheeky Peachy blush and highlight palette, along with their 3 glosses. They did actually have 4, but one of them was a red, and red is not my scene. So I just picked up like the 3 peachy nudes, as you can see right here. So we're going to be like trying these and testing this. I have got a bit of a blocked nose, so sorry if I sound a bit nasally, but we're just going to have to push through and deal with that. If you saw my Primark haul, then you would have known that when I bought this peachy eyeshadow palette, the middle one was broken, so I had to return it, and then they didn't have any, so sorry this is coming a bit later, but I had to wait for it to come back into stock. So the first thing that I want to talk about is how I applied my foundation today. I used the sponge and the little carry case from the Just Peachy Collection. It just says blender sponge and case. I really love the idea of this case. It fits my Real Technique sponge in as well. The sponge itself really absorbed a lot of water and was very like fluffy, and it feels great in my hand. But when I was applying the foundation, I just found it a little bit stiff, and it wasn't blending it out as much as I'd like it to. It was just too dense for me, and I found that it absorbed quite a lot of my foundation. And the foundation I used was the L'Oreal Infallible 24 Hour Stay Fresh foundation. So I normally like this foundation, but on this I don't know if I liked it as much. It got a little bit patchy when applying my concealer, so I used the L'Oreal Perfect Match Concealer in the shade 1N Ivory. Or yeah, Ivory. So I don't know how I felt about the application of that. It was just a little bit patchy around my nose, and as I went to go blend it out, it just felt like it was taking more of the product off. So I don't know, it was only, I think it was only £3. It was only £3 for the sponge and the carry case. I'll update you on the carry case if it, you know, how long it lasts, if it breaks or anything. Hopefully it shouldn't, but I think for like the size of it, and it's got 2 little holes in here too, I think it is worth the £3 just for the carry case. When you think that Real Techniques has just brought out their own carry case for theirs, I don't know how much it is, but I'm sure that this is cheaper, and it's cute. It's got a cute little smiley face on it. So the sponge is okay, and I will continue using it. It's not like horrific, but it's not like the most favourite sponge I've ever used, if that makes any sense. So getting into the Just Peachy eyeshadow palette, I just thought these eyeshadows were beautiful. I actually really love the packaging. Primark had like a powder puff collection. It was like pink and looked like sweets. I couldn't get my hands on that collection. Every like palette I opened was either touched or broken, so I just like omitted all like defeat and just gave up with that. But the Just Peachy collection, I managed to like grab all of the stuff as it came out. So yeah, apart from that little eyeshadow incident, I have got all the stuff here apart from the one red gloss. So if we go into the palette, it's just like quite Kylie Jenner-esque, I think. I don't know, it's just quite nice packaging, and I love, like it says, you're a peach up here, just in like this spotty sort of background. I just think it looks really, really pretty, and all the shadows are really, really lush and really sort of like, I can use all these shadows. They're not all shimmery. You've got some really nice mattes in here and some shimmers and like some satin looking shadows. And the middle one has this cute little smiley face on. I don't know if you can see that if my camera focuses anytime today, but you can see the little face on that. I just think that's so cute. They've got no names or anything, but that's alright. It's quite like a budget shadow palette. So yeah, let's take off the little thing and let's get into this. I also forgot to mention, I have got a blocked nose so I can barely smell it, but it does smell like peaches, and so does the Cheeky Peach palette. It's quite an artificial peach smell, I won't lie, so if you don't like the Too Faced peach palette that smells quite artificial in peach, you probably won't like this, but I don't mind it too much. I just don't like to like whiff it in too much, so I can look past it. So I think the first shade I'm going to go into is the centre one here, and it's just like this peachy matte colour. There is a little bit of fallout. I don't know if you can see that if I just zoom it in. As I tap my brush on it, there is a tiny bit of fallout, but it's okay, I can just blend it away. Let's just see how these blend. They are blending quite nicely, like you can, and they have got quite a lot of pigment to them for the price that it is. By the way, this is only £4, this eyeshadow palette, so that's not too bad for its price. And I think you get quite a lot for £4, so yeah, I quite like this shadow here. It's very, very peachy looking, which I suppose is the point. Just to deepen that crease up, I'm going to go into that light brown, and I'm just going to kind of work it on the outside and into the middle of the eye, just to deepen it up a little bit. This shadow is a little bit pigmented. It's not the most pigmented brown I've ever seen, but it is layering quite nicely. And then with a flat shader brush, I think I'm trying to go into this really peachy sort of pink shade here and just pat this all over my lid. See, they're not greatly pigmented, but I am using these dry, so maybe they're better wet, but I just want to test these out dry just for today. And then just blend that out a little bit. Just to deepen that outer V up, I'm just going to go into this darker brown here, and I'm going to get a little bit of this. This was quite pigmented, to be fair, and I'm just going to put it on the outer corner, and I'm just going to blend this kind of along the lash line and into the crease, just to create a bit of depth in the outer corner. Again, like, not the most pigmented shadows I've ever used, but equally not the worst. They're not too chalky, which is alright. They're just not very pigmented. And again, just blending it out so there's no harsh lines. This is a very peachy look. And then just to top it off, I think I want a shimmer across the eyelid. So I'm either going to go for this golden colour. There's like 3 definite shimmers that I can see in this palette. There's that one, this one, no, not that one, this one, that one, and this one. I've just swatched all 3. Well, they are quite nice. I think I'm going to go for a little bit of this and a little bit of that, like on the centre of the eye, I think. Let's go for that. I'm just going to... Oh, see, that's quite nice. The thing is shimmers are easier to do than mattes, so the fact that these mattes blend nicely is enough for me. Like, the pigmentation doesn't have to be crazy insane for me too many times, but as long as they blend nicely, that's like a major thing for me. And these shimmers are quite nice as well. It's quite like, I don't know if the lighting is justifying it, but in person they're quite iridescent looking. Oh my god, look at the fallout on my cheek. Can you see that? That's annoying. These are nice shadows. They're just, yeah, they're just not the best I've tried. But again, for £4, I don't know, like, can I possibly complain about these for £4? I don't know. Just to give it that extra pop, I'm just going to go into that sort of metallic-y pink colour with my finger. And see what happens if I just pop that on the centre like so. These aren't like the best shadows I've ever used, to be honest. And then just to pop something on the lower lash line, I'm going to go into this colour here, I think, because I haven't used this colour, and just kind of shove this on my lower lash line. I have realised actually that these are very, very fallouty, which is super duper annoying. I'm just going to take that powder brush that I used and just try and blend that out, because I don't really want pink under eyes. It's not a good look. I'm going to go back into that really deep peachy shade here, and then a little bit of this. Like, they are quite powdery. Don't know. And then I'm just going to top that off with a bit of Bobbi Brown Smoky Eye Mascara and try and bring my eyes back to life a little bit. Okay, so eyes finished. I don't think it's the worst palette in the world. I like the colours and I love the colour scheme and I love the packaging, but it's just not pigmented enough for me to want to use this on an everyday basis. It's only £4, so it's not terribly priced, but then now I'm thinking about it, I've got so many MUA palettes that are only £4, like £4 or £5, and they are 100 times better than this. So I really love the concept of the packaging. I think it's so adorable. The eyeshadow colours themselves are really, really pretty. Pigmentation is just a little bit lacking, but the blendability is nice, but they are a little bit powdery. So it's kind of like, if you want it, get it. But I wouldn't say like you need it in your life. It's not the best palette I've ever used. So going into the Cheeky Peachy blush and highlight palette, you get 3 kind of little love hearts here. They're really cute. Again, that they've nailed it with the packaging. It's kind of a little bit Too Faced inspired, I think, like with the whole love hearts and peach sort of thing going on. So you get like a peachy matte blush, and then you've got like this mauvey sort of very light peach blush topper, and then this golden highlight with very like pink reflex in it. So I'm trying to take this Zoeva, what is this, a Luxe Cheek Finish brush. I'm just going to go in. By the way, these have really cute faces on as well. I don't know if you can see that. Look how cute that is. And then on the little lid it just says, "You're making me blush." So again, nailed it with the packaging. I think it is so, so cute. I'm just going to go into that blush, see how pigmented these are. Again, it smells like peach, just not as much as the eyeshadow palette. Oh my god, that's quite pigmented actually. Okay, I really, really love that blush. That is such like a subtle peachy blush. I really love it. It's blended in with my powders really nicely. So I really like that. That is really nice. I'm just going to go in with this e.l.f. What is this? 105 brush. It's kind of like a stippling brush. I don't know if you can see that. And I'm just going to go into the Sweet Peach blush topper. By the way, these have got names. So the highlighter is called Peach Twist. The blusher is called Peachini. And then the blush topper is called Sweet Peach. So I'm just going to go into Sweet Peach. It is a little bit sparkly, so I'm going to try not to be too heavy-handed. And I'm just going to pat this on my cheeks. It's like nice, it's offering some like iridescence to my cheeks, but I wouldn't say it's like the most noticeable thing in the world, if I'm going to be completely honest. I look very flushed right now. And then finally going in with the highlight, I'm just taking this Spectrum A10 brush, and let's see what this puppy can do. It's a very natural highlight. I've just got a hair in my eye, so sorry that it's watering, but it's a very, very natural highlight. I don't know if you can actually even see that just about, maybe, I don't know if you can actually see that. It's not blinding by any means, but it's like, it's nice. It is nice. It's just not something I would scream and write home about, really. It's nice on the nose. It's just like offering a nice sheen across my face more than anything. I wouldn't say it's very strobing. But if you're going for like a very light peachy look, maybe you don't want strobing. Okay, so cheeks done. I feel like I'm very happy with this. It doesn't look chunky at all. The highlight is very sheeny. It's a little bit chalky, like I'm talking like a hair chalky, but I can live with it. It's not like chalky enough where it looks gross on my face. Again, packaging wise, love it. They've kind of nailed it with the tones in it, but again, I just say it's not very pigmented enough for me to like say to you, you need this palette. So it's okay. This, by the way, as I forgot to mention, is also £4, so it is the same price as the eyeshadow palette. Okay, going into these Perfect Shine lip glosses. These are £2.50 each. I've got some really nice tones. I think I might go for, actually this one probably matches my eyes more. Or should I go for this one? This is a little bit more like brown tone, so I'm not going to use this one today. Let's use this one and see what it looks like. This is What a Peach. This is called Peach Bellini, and this is called Staying Peach. So I'm going to go in with What a Peach all over my lips. That's very milky. Oh, they taste really nice. But it is a little bit sticky, I won't lie. It's very like shining glossy, but they are a little bit sticky. This would be a nice like to top off a lipstick, I think. It would be like a nice, yeah, a nice like over the top gloss, but I wouldn't say it's got enough pigment for itself. So I'm just going to go in with Peach Bellini and see if that's got any more colour payoff. Okay, so this is Peach Bellini on my lips, like much more pigmented, and I actually love this gloss way more. I am going to leave this one on my lips, so I'm just going to swatch Staying Peach, which was that Nudia Brown. Oh, that's actually really like quite nice colour actually. I don't know if you can see that, but it's, let me just put a bit more on the back of my hand. But it's like a darker sort of Nudia peach, and it's very, very glossy. So I actually really like these. If you don't mind a sticky gloss, these are really nice glosses. And they do have some pigmentation. I don't know what that red is like because I didn't pick it up. If you're a red lover, I wouldn't say that these are a miss. They are really nice. Just like I said, if you don't mind the stickiness and you can get over it, they're a nice gloss. And for £2.50, I'd say they've got some nice colour payoff as well. Okay, so overall, what do I think of the Peach Collection? It's very nice. It's like not the best I've ever tried, but it is a nice like little addition to the Primark sort of makeup line. It's not the most pigmented stuff I've ever tried, however it's not the worst. I won't be needing to get rid of it or anything, and it is quite affordable, but I just think you can get better makeup out there, like through MUA, who's got better palettes and better cheek palettes. I don't think it's a massive fail, but it's not like my most favourite makeup in the world. However, I feel very happy going out of the house looking like this, so view it how you view it. So that is everything for today. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. I hope you've kind of liked my little review on the Primark Just Peachy collection. Please give me a big thumbs up if you have enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video. Bye! Just stabbed myself in the eye with my mascara wand. Hashtag the most painful thing in the freaking world. What?
I'll make a cameo if you want.
No! It. Please give me a big